Hi, now you have done with your interview preparations. You have even done with your resume preparations. Now let us go to the interview room. The first question which is being asked is, tell me something about yourself. Tell me something about yourself. What you will tell? The first thing should be your name, should be your place, should be your highest qualification, should be your hobbies, should be your experience. That's all. But that's an old thing. Now things have changed. Here you need to create a very good impression, very best impression. The first impression should be the best one. So let us dive into this topic and prepare some points, some valuable points with an example. What should be in your answer of the question, tell me something about yourself. First we need to know what is the motto behind, what is the reason behind asking this question, tell me something about yourself. It's written on your resume, right? Each and every details you have written on your resumes. But again, interviewers ask you, tell me something about yourself. That means what? There is something which they need to know. There is something which they are willing to know. What are these parameters? The first parameter is they need to know your attitude towards the work. They need to know your presentation skills. While answering this question, how good you can present yourself or how good you can present their company. Second, are you good fit for the job? Third, what you consider important in your background while explaining your background. So what you consider important while explaining your background means what? When you will be explaining, you will be giving stress to only those parameters which you think that is important. So they'll get to know that in your whole resume, what are the important parameters which you think and you present in front of them. So these are the three main reasons why interviewers ask, tell me something about yourself. Let's have some steps while answering this question. Now the first step, you need to explain who you are. The first step, like greeting, like thank you for the opportunity, like this. I have told this before also in my previous videos that always seek permission before entering the interview room. Then don't sit on the chair until and unless asked for. This is a type of greeting which you are giving to the interviewer. Now after that, when this question flashes in front of you, tell me something about yourself, you can tell, thank you for giving me opportunity. Your second point, that is your name. You are in a formal interview, so don't look casual, don't answer casual things. So mention your whole name, first name, middle name, last name if any. Now the third step is you should be answering this question, why you are qualified for this position. Means you should be explaining in your answer that yes, I am qualified for this position because so and so, so and so. For an example, for the last 5 years I have been a sales manager at XYZ company, leading a small sales team, and our team has awarded the best sales team of the year for 2 years in a row. I have worked closely with clients and built some key relationship. Means you have used your name, your experience, your company name. Then you have mentioned that yes, I have done this, what you are offering, I have done this before and I am good in that. You can rely on me. So this message has to be given to the interviewer at first impression itself. Now the fourth point is education qualification. You need to mention your highest education qualification. Make it in a story manner. Like, I have done my MBA graduate and I have used my that skills somewhere. You can say like that. Or else you can write this example. I have completed my bachelor's in engineering with a specialization of electronics, and I have used my whatever major skills you have while pursuing electronics in so and so field. Pretty good? Seems impressive? This is for freshers. If you are experienced, what you can say that I am an MBA graduate from so and so university, having prior experience in banking sector or having prior experience in sales sector. You can say like that because people need to know that you are not a fresher, you are having experience. Add your achievement stories. Yes, it should be in a story format because you will be using all these in a paragraph. For example, I was part of the research project on your topic where we worked together to achieve the outcome of the topic. I was involved into design calculation and setting the research methodology for the project. Seems a bit formal, right? This is what required. What you have done, what additional achievements you have done, you need to mention. Not all of them, only few, or even restrict to one. Add to the best one and explain that in a format. What was your role into that achievement, that project, and what you have gained from that. Coming to the sixth part is your additional qualification. Like, if you have done any certification from outside, if you have done any skills, if you have developed any skills from outside or apart from your curriculum, like you have done your .NET, Java, AutoCAD, etc. For example, I have completed a 6-month AutoCAD course from XYZ Institute. This helped me completing my project early. Example 2, I am proficient in German and Spanish. This helped me while interacting with our clients. I have learned .NET, Java and Python, which helped me in completing my ongoing project. So include your additional qualification which has helped you. That means what? You have not only done your education qualification, additional education qualification, but you have gained knowledge from that. Now coming to the seventh part is your hobbies and passion. I would recommend that use only one hobby, and that too again it should help you. You should be gaining something from that hobby. You cannot say that I am a bathroom singer. You cannot say that I love to do Facebook. No, that's not hobby. Okay, if at all you can derive out something which you have helped you, then it's okay. Like reading newspaper, it can be hobby and you can fetch many things out of it. So for example, I like gully cricket and this has taught me leadership qualities. So this is the way you can put forward your hobbies and passion. Now coming to the eighth part is your family background. Yes, family background is required and it is necessary too. Then you can say that if your father is working, then you can say that my father is working in so and so department, my mother is a homemaker, my sister or brother will be appearing for some exams or they have cleared some exams. Viewers want to know that from which background you are coming from. So try to put educational qualification of or achievements of your family background in this family part. Now ninth comes now we'll be closing it. we cannot put this a bit longer because they get bored. And this you need to answer why you are applying for this job. So the answer should clearly states that why you are applying for this job. For an example, although I love my current role, I feel I am now ready for a more challenging project, and this position really excites me. So in this way, what you have told that yes, you are doing good in your previous job also, and this states that yes, you are enthusiastic about this role. So always try to show the enthusiastic part for the roles which is mentioned. Always read your JD carefully, and from that JD, major skills which is required has to be jotted down, and then prepare your this question accordingly. Now the last point is you need to answer this question, why you are fit for this job, because they'll be judging you in various possible ways that why you are fit for this job. But if you come up front and answer these questions before, then their questions, their iterations of questions might come down, and your first impression will be the awesome one. So you can answer like this: with my passion for sport and my skill of data analytics, I wish to work for a leading innovative sports analytics company like yours, and I do believe I can make a positive impact. So this is it. All 10 points have been mentioned here. Lastly, I will say that's all from my side. Thank you. This greeting part is really important, and important tip is make this conversation limited to 1 minute only. Don't go beyond 1 minute. Now let us put all together, summarize all together, and have one conversation. May I come in, sir?
Yes, please. Please make yourself comfortable. So, candidate, tell me something about yourself.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for shortlisting me for the interview. My name is Rahul Kumar Singh. I am a sales team leader at MNO for the past 5 years, making significant deals in and around my zone. I have worked closely with all clients, making strong professional relation. I am an MBA graduate from XYZ with a strong background in sales and marketing. I used to enjoy reading books. This has helped me increasing my vocabulary. I am a person with high agility, and now I am looking forward to apply my sales and marketing expertise. That's all from my side. Thank you. This is the way you should answer this question to gain your first impression, the best one.